you've heard me have an orgasm over how good the Theragun is. I don't know if I need to spend that much more time on letting you know how good it feels on your body. It's amazing. It feels good on every muscle. You don't need anyone else but the Theragun. You don't need massages. You don't need therapists. You don't need a girlfriend or a guy friend. You just need a Theragun. So try the Theragun for 30 days. There is no substitute for a Theragun Gen 4 with an OLED screen, personalized Theragun app, and the quiet and power you need. Starting at only $199, that is a steal. Go to Theragun.com/VIALL right now and get your Gen 4 Theragun today. That's Theragun.com/VIALL. Theragun.com/VIALL. Rub it out, as they say.
You're crazy.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to our 199th episode.
That's a lot of episodes.
Tomorrow, 200. But before we get to 200, and our guest is going to be Justin Long, so tune in for that. 199 is a treat.
199.
That's right, because our guest helping us break down all things Bachelor is the hilarious and wonderfully charming Fortune Feimster.
We got some hot takes.
You're so bad.
So stay tuned for Fortune in our intro. Maybe we should have our guest do our intro more often.
It'd be so fun.
Only if it's
Fortune.
of this quality.
Yeah.
They've got to really bring it.
Don't forget to send in your questions at AskNick@castme.com. Cast with a K. Subscribe. Rate us 5 stars. Anything else, Chrissy, before? Oh, merch. We got some merch out there. We got some crop tops.
Oh, get those crop tops.
Crop top hoodies are so cute.
Oh, they're so cute.
Oh,
we got
cute.
some beanies. We got some masks with your
I'm
favorite
obsessed with the
sayings.
tote bags. The breakup books.
The breakup books. Viallfiles.com. Shop Viallfiles.com. Masks. Other than that, up next, Fortune Feimster.
She's like, that's me.
And we're back.
199.
Fortune,
Nick,
how are you?
I'm great.
Welcome back.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you. For those of you who didn't listen to the Fortune episode a while back, just press pause and go ahead and check that out.
You missed
that
out.
that was amazing.
It was so fun.
But Fortune also is a big Bachelor fan.
I sure am.
And so I've been waiting to have her back to just, recap an episode.
Yeah.
And here you are. And also, I just want to say congratulations on recently getting married.
Thank you. Yeah, we out of nowhere, we planned in like 2 weeks. We were like, let's just do it.
It's great.
What are we waiting on? We were going to have like a big thing this summer, but that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's like a pandemic.
There's like a pandemic happening, but I mean, that hasn't stopped some people. Some people are like having 100-person weddings.
Yeah,
But
they are.
We had like 5 friends.
And then funerals.
Yeah.
It's dark.
That is dark.
But also, there's literally
But also there is a pandemic.
But also,
that has happened.
That has happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just had 5 of our best friends and we Zoomed our parents.
Oh,
So,
well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And you have a new show that I think recently was just announced.
I am doing a Netflix show with David Spade and London Hughes. We're going to be talking about like Netflix movies and TV shows. It's called After Party. So
Awesome.
it'll be out in January.
If you guys want a guest on that,
Yeah,
just,
man.
hit me up.
All right.
Tell David to come recap The Bachelor with us.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will.
He keeps saying he's going to do it.
I'm sure he will.
We'll see.
All
we'll
right.
see. Maybe the finale.
I'm seeing him tomorrow. I'll
Tell him I said hi.
I'll tell him that he's got to do it.
How are you feeling about this season so far?
Well, I'm feeling better now.
You are.
I'm feeling better now. I was not like.
Did you have Claire fatigue?
I was done after like episode 2. I was like, she wants Dale. What are we
Wrap it
all
up,
doing
yeah.
here? I felt like the guys felt. They were all like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here? I mean, she knew that she wanted him probably before she even got there. And I think that was it. And Claire doesn't seem to waver.
Nope. She is when she's feeling it.
Yeah, and she lets it be known. I was looking forward to her. I loved the first episode. I was like, she's gonna be good because there's a little batshit crazy there. And I can't wait to see her just speak her mind.
Yeah.
And then by episode 2, I was like, oh, she's a smitten kitten and this is boring.
Well, here we have Tasha. We are
Tasha.
episode 2 of Tasha. I mean, she popped in at the end of 3 episodes ago, and
she's smooching a lot.
It feels. I mean, it feels like we're finally watching The Bachelorette.
Yeah,
because it really didn't feel like The Bachelorette. I don't know what it was. It was.
Yeah, it felt like you were watching just someone's relationship. Story.
And no one's relationship is that interesting.
We don't want to see just 2 people falling in love. We want to see 25 people
fighting
fighting to the death, and eventually boinking 3 of them.
They delivered, and I gotta say, I watched this eventually,
just boinking.
Sometimes 4.
I love boinking's a great word.
Boinking. And then getting proposed to after a month.
Yeah.
How long is the process?
Well, it's traditionally 9 weeks. I believe it's been shortened down to like 6 or 7 because they don't have to travel now.
Oh, right. Man, 9 weeks. That's so crazy. Where you're just like,
what are you trying to tell me?
Listen, I know
I feel judgment on the other side. No, it's nuts.
I mean, you would know better than I, having done many franchises.
It's nuts. It's
but it's a bubble.
It's a bubble.
So I imagine when you're in a bubble, you can fall in love faster.
Yeah, I mean, everyone can relate the idea of falling in love shortly. And the engagement part, you're just like, fuck it, sure, maybe it'll work out.
Yeah, you're like, you're at the very least, we'll be on the cover of People magazine.
at the very least.
And we'll get a nice set of pans for engagement presents.
Yeah. Well, and you get a ring from Neil.
That's true. But don't you have to give it back if it doesn't work out?
Do you have to give it back?
You do. Yeah. I do have the. I still have the box as like a souvenir that I've decided to keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Vanessa had to give it back. You have to. If you have, I believe it's 2 years. You have to stay together for 2 years.
In order to keep the ring.
Yeah.
Was there any point?
I was like, fuck that.
At any point was Vanessa like, but can we just make it to 2 years so I can keep the ring?
No.
She was like, I'll just take the ring.
I would have bought her out at that point. I'd be like,
really?
You know what? Whatever. Neil, how much does it cost?
Oh man.
We were ready to say.
You were
goodbye.
ready. Yeah.
Mutual.
Was it the French Canadian thing?
No.
Oh, okay. To each their own.
Not at all. That was the least of our problems.
I love Montreal, but I don't understand. I don't understand what they're saying. Yeah. That was my French Canadian.
I don't know what that
impression.
was.
Great.
Oui.
You know what time it is? That's right. It's time for some Dipsy. You know, you talk about your physical health at the gym and your mental health with your therapist, but what about your sexual health? Whether you hit the gym, take a walk, or meditate, if you want to take care of your whole self, you need to prioritize your pleasure along with your body and mind. That's right. Do you have a lot on your mind? In times of stress and anxiety, it can be hard to remember to take the time to focus on yourself. Well, with Dipsy in an audio app full of short, sexy stories and guided sessions that are designed to turn you on and help you get in touch with yourself. These stories are relatable and immersive, so you feel like you're right there. And there's something for everyone, whoever and whatever you're into. They add new content every week, so there's more for you to explore.
You never get bored.
Find stories about a spontaneous hookup with a hot stranger. I want to be your hot stranger. Maybe I'm your hot stranger, people. Ooh. And for listeners of the show, Dipsy is offering a 30-day free trial when you go to dipsystories.com/VIALL. That's a 30-day trial when you go to dipsystories.com/VIALL. dipsystories.com/VIALL. Liquid IV.
Liquid IV.
Cooler weather makes it easier to miss signs of dehydration. Did you know that, Chrissy? I actually did, but I forget about it.
I actually did not know that.
Just because it's cold out, you actually forget to drink more water because when you're not hot and you're not like, you're not quenching your thirst, right? And you don't drink enough water. Flu season often lines up with the holiday plans, but Liquid IV can help support your immune system with increased hydration and essential vitamins. It's perfect for staying hydrated on holiday flights or long trips. It can even help you with hangovers after those extra holiday drinks. Yeah. Liquid IV's best-selling hydration multiplier now has 3 new flavors.
The guava's so good.
Guava, watermelon, and apple pie. It's like drinking 2 to 3 waters, and it tastes really good. I like having it with my meals. Very low sugar. So if you're someone who just doesn't like water because it's boring,
it's boring,
and you don't want to have too much sugar, and like you have drink too much juice or something else or lemonade, Liquid IV, hydrate, vitamins, nutrients, potassium, and not a lot of sugar. So get Liquid IV. It's available now nationwide at Walmart in the beverage section, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code VIALL at checkout. That's 25% off anything your order when you use promo code VIALL at liquidiv.com. Get better hydration today at liquidiv.com, promo code VIALL. So we have, we opened up.
We opened up with the new group, with the second group date, because we ended that last episode where they went on like the first group date, and then the single date with Brendan. We have to make sure we say his name right.
Oh, Brendan, first of all, Brandon, straight up before we start, is sorry, Noah.
No,
Chrissy fucked up. And in the note, she called Noah Peter.
Yes.
Peter.
It's fine. It's not a
Wait,
big
which
deal.
one's Noah?
I love it.
Noah's
I can't wait to get all the hate mail.
Oh, yeah, Noah.
This is an honest mistake.
Honest mistake.
Did Noah write you?
Well, because we do it in advance, so.
And also, like, who gives? We don't. For $1 million, you couldn't name all these guys.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyways, we called Noah Peter.
You only really know once they get down to like 6.
Yeah. And wait, is Peter already gone? Peter got
X this time at the rose ceremony. Yeah,
we didn't know much about
and Noah shaved his stash.
He never had a shot.
Yeah, Noah does look better without the stash.
So my bad, Noah. Anyway, so now we're on a group date. Mm-hmm. And what's it's which one was it?
It's the second group date. So this.
What were they doing?
Oh, this is the one with Jared and Ashley.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The grown ass
man.
I hate that phrase. I feel like were they not taking themselves seriously, but like the grown ass man is such a. I'm a grown ass man. When guys call themselves grown ass men, I can't. I immediately don't like them.
The whole episode,
but also like those 3 challenges that they had to do, it doesn't really determine if they're grown ass men. You're like, show me your credit score.
Yeah.
Then we'll determine if you're a grown ass man.
Yeah. What else would be? What would be in Fortune's grown ass man competition?
Can you check the oil?
Okay.
I don't know. What else do you men do? Haven't been around many.
Do you have enough?
I bought curtains the other day. So. So it's a grown-ass man competition. Jared and Ashley show up and help facilitate this date. Jared looking better than ever with his
long locks.
Mission Impossible to Tom Cruise haircut.
Yeah.
I mean, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Bennett was a real dummy.
I got to say, Harvard took the loss this episode.
Harvard very much took the loss. I mean, basic math.
They
even were able to do the math. Like they were given a pen to write it out.
The only thing Harvard took the loss because the only thing I learned from Bennett tonight is that Harvard doesn't teach accountability. They do teach you how to make excuses for yourself.
Yes.
And that's about it. And apparently you can get a degree without knowing common sense.
And he works with Wall Street. I mean, isn't that
all
numbers?
I'm pretty sure you don't have to be.
So much math involved.
So much math.
I don't know. It's just a lot of bullshitting.
I don't know.
I think he blamed Ashley for the way she asked the question.
He's like, I really needed you to rephrase that question.
So it was phrased poorly. Huh?
Yeah.
How else would... It was a tough showing for Bennett. I've liked Bennett up into this point.
He shouldn't have won.
He shouldn't have won at all.
What do you mean he shouldn't have won?
He won just because he put on a robe and gave her beignets in bed.
How long have you been watching this show?
I mean, a long time. I don't want to give away my age.
But you know that he won because it would just piss off everyone else. He won because he shouldn't win.
Yeah.
Why do they like to toy with us like that? Gosh, I just want to see the good guys win.
Yeah. But then he went for it by slamming that kiss on her in front of everybody.
I know, but she was
it's weird because when she was, but first she pulled away and then she went for it.
She was smooching so much during this episode.
She was, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You have a problem with the smooching?
No, I don't. But it is a little jarring at first, and then you're like, well, it's part of the process. I clutched my pearls for a minute, and then I was okay. I forgot. You did a lot of smooching.
Yeah, I didn't.
You did more than a lot of smooching.
Well, here's the thing. In fairness to whoever the lead is, it's like you suck. It sucks because you don't want to, because everyone's trying to kiss you.
And you don't want to kiss everybody.
Not everyone, no. Yeah.
I've never had that problem. There weren't a lot of people coming at me at one time.
If I don't believe you. So yeah, Bennett's kind of a dick this whole episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Harvard took a big loss. What else going on here?
Ed got stuck with the baby, and they really milked that for the whole episode.
I have a lot to say about Ed. I really don't.
He was having a weird episode.
I last week I talked about how be careful how you talk about people as humans versus like characters on a TV show.
Okay.
But I hate Ed as a human being.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like I've watched it enough and I've been in that world to know that he just kind of sucks.
We shit stirring a lot.
He is playing into his own insecurities and he just sucks.
Well, he's definitely intimidated by Chasen.
Ed's whole life, he has lost out on guys to chase. Like his whole life, he has lost girls. He's liked girls, and they've always dated Chasen.
Yeah, for sure.
His whole life.
Because he's like short and beefy. And he wouldn't wrestle him. Well, I know I'm getting ahead of myself.
When that happened.
But I just thought, because at first I was like, okay, he has some problems with Chasen, whatever. But then he wouldn't let it go. And then it felt like, okay, now it's just dumb.
Well, this episode made me appreciate the value of a great character. Mm-hmm. And this episode reminded me who the real star was of Hannah Brown season.
Who? I forgot.
It wasn't Hannah Brown. It wasn't Tyler.
Luke?
It was Luke. He was the real star.
That's true.
Yeah. Because when you have a real villain, like a real villain, where like he's kind of a shitty guy and and when your lead really likes that person and they're invested, you can't beat that. That's the perfect storm in that world.
Right.
And it's and everything happens so organically because they're just truly assholes. And then you have everyone else looking better for just not being the total asshole. And like it's just made you appreciate just how much they don't really have that yet. And now granted, this season has been, you had the Claire and Dale thing and that was its own weird thing. And now we moved on. So like we're only really in week 2 of Tayshia's season, right? So now it's like it's just like this weird thing that we're in the middle of a season because we just are, but we're only in the second week. We have so many of these guys we have to get to know, and it's like they're trying to play catch up while creating drama, and it felt the drama in general this episode felt a bit forced and engineered by the environment, right? Because it just it was because it was all petty. None of it really made sense.
Right. It was like Ed would tell on Chasen, and then he came back and he goes, "By the way, Chasen, I just told Tayshia you suck." And you're like, okay.
And Chasen, I can't.
You don't like Chasen?
I don't like Chasen.
What?
Huh?
What did Chasen ever do wrong?
He's a smoke show.
It's the smoke show thing threw me completely.
But they're replaying it a lot.
It was too much. When you say I can't, if he hadn't said, he's like, if he would just been like, she's a smoke show, but he said, I came up with a new term for her, and my new term is smoke show. Like, it was so douchey. He does look like a guy who's there for like Instagram followers.
Okay. First of all, I'm over that. Listen, if you're on the show and you have an active social media account, you're on the show for followers. Yeah, so like, shut the fuck up. You know, short of you not having any social media or it's on private because you want nothing to do with it, you are there for the followers. And I'm shocked that you were buying into this.
I just didn't like it. There's only one person on this whole episode that really enjoyed this episode.
Oh,
one guy.
One guy.
It's probably Ben.
It's Ben. Not. Oh no, because he got needy at the end.
Well, let's focus on Chasen for a second.
Okay.
I'm very defensive of Chasen this episode. I don't know if he's like the greatest guy ever, and I'm sure he's definitely capable of saying and doing douchey things, no doubt.
Yeah,
but he's just a guy.
Why do I have to like a guy who's douchey?
He seems like a nice enough guy. What did he do wrong?
He was just douchey. He rubbed me the wrong way.
Smoke show.
Smoke and
you got suckered in by the music.
She is a smoke show.
I just thought if you're gonna say I changed the actor to, and I decided I'm now gonna call her a smoke show. Like, I can't.
God,
I can't.
You're such a sucker.
I'm not a sucker. I'm just saying, like, that's just douchey.
No, but think
if one of your guy friends stood in front of you and was like, dude, yesterday I thought she was hot, but today I got a new term for her, and the new term is smoke show. You would be like, you sound like an idiot.
Sure, but every guy talks that way all the time. Yeah. And I'm just saying, characterizing him and deciding you don't like him as a human being because of something. And I've known guys that you like, and they're more than capable of saying far worse things. And I find it astonishing that you're so drilling in hard to smoke show.
That is such a fair statement. I can't even argue that point.
This is like, I'm blown away.
Yeah.
But I'm not
saying he's a bad human being. I'm just saying it was douchey and it made me not like him.
But Ed was basing his whole character on the fact that he called two chicks a smoke show.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, that's insane.
Yeah. So you have she's hot. But oh my God, I'm a criminal. Yeah. Like, we all have go-to moves and sayings and whatever. And it's just like, it seems so petty. And I agree with you. And it was just like, also, think about all the times on this show where you've had these like microaggressions from men kind of, saying and doing things. And like this, that interaction or confrontation between Chasen and Ed, he barely got heated up.
I know.
And then he ended up like apologizing for it. And I'm thinking, you know what? Good. Chasen got called out by Tayshia for it. Yeah. And you know what he did? He was like, you know what? I'm just going to try to do the right thing and apologize for something he barely even did. And to me, it's just like, when have you ever seen that on the show? I felt he handled it like a champ.
Yeah. They said he was being aggressive. And I was like, I didn't think he was that aggressive. He was just like, hey, man, stop talking about me.
He didn't threaten him.
No.
He was just like, please don't do that. And he's a bigger guy, and he definitely was mad. Yeah. And it got all used against him.
Bullshit.
And I felt like the way he didn't make excuses. He didn't. He's like, all right, Tayshia, you're right.
Yeah.
He apologized for something. How many guys? Like, look, you think about the Luke Parkers from last season.
Oh, he would have lost his mind.
And he would have gaslit, like, why do you feel this way? He was just like, you're right, I'm sorry. And he went up to Ed. And Ed, who's just been like a punk the whole episode, tried to squash it. And Ed was just even more of a punk.
Yeah. And he tried to, the next day, too, be like, hey, can we just call a truce? And he was like, Ed wouldn't take it.
Yeah. For someone who's been the victim of manufactured drama on that show, I was very much defending the nonsense that was manufactured drama.
It was so manufactured and exhausting, the whole thing.
That Chase was a victim of, and I'm here to say, Chasen, whatever his fucking name is.
Chasen.
Don't mess up the names.
His name is doing him no justice in terms of the douche meter.
It should just be Chase.
Chasen. If a guy's ever looked like his name, Chasen looks like his name.
He looks like a surfer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What else are we missing?
Well, I'm glad that you're there for him.
I'm there for Chasen.
Yeah.
I'm curious how Twitter will respond. I don't know. I'm curious if people will have, because people up until now, Chasen's been kind of a likable, good-looking guy. You know, the ladies will like him.
Yeah. I think the ladies will still like him. I mean, if you're pitting Ed versus Chasen, I'm going to go Chasen.
When Bennett and Ed were laughing hysterically about how like how the noun adjectives,
a really weird laugh too. They're like,
Bennett, that was so cringy.
Bennett and Ed have been losing out to women by guys like Chasen their whole lives. I mean, like Bennett's a great looking guy. He looks the part, but he clearly has no game.
No game.
He even tried to steal Tasia at the top. He was like, "Can I take you for a minute?" And he's still in his robe, and she's like, "Can I say hi to everybody first?"
Yeah, and then doesn't go with him.
Yeah, that doesn't go with him.
I'm confident saying that Bennett's greatest weakness in life when it comes to dating is that he is not self-aware of how awkward he is.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah, but didn't Ivan get the? Did Ivan get the rose on that one? No. No, he didn't. He got blindfolded. He did the blindfold with the strawberries. That's what Ivan did.
Ivan, another strong showing. I've been a big Ivan fan since.
I like Ivan as well.
To me, the Ed Chasen fight and the group date was all about making Ben look good.
Yeah.
Because you had like the silly little fight between Ed and Chasen, and then you had like the Ben who I'm right now. Ben's my front runner, but
I really liked him too. But then he got a little needy at the end.
He did at the end, but in the beginning it was like a ITM, and God only knows who he said this, but it was in reference to like suggesting that Chasen was being a little aggressive, and he's like, I don't need to handle it that way, and he said it in a very likable way, and it's like it was them letting you know that we're supposed to like Ben.
Right. Yeah. I still think she's got the biggest eyes for, is it Spencer?
Brendan. Wait, I don't want to. Wait.
Well, Spencer had a strong showing last week. Yeah.
I still think she's got eyes for him.
Yeah.
We didn't hear from him as much this episode.
And that's fine. That'll happen.
Yeah.
You know,
Brendan.
I think she likes those the good-looking preppy voice.
Yeah, she does. I my favorite part of Tasha tonight was when she recognized that she is
bougie.
Bougie.
Yeah.
I like that. You know, this is who
bougie.
I am.
She's bougie.
Yeah.
Ivan did get that group date rose, by the way.
Oh, really?
Ivan did?
Ivan did.
Good for Ivan. Nice job.
Good job, Ivan.
But my favorite part.
Have you ever been fed strawberries though? Real quick.
Gross.
I know you're coming. No. We're coming around to your favorite part.
No.
Have you been fed strawberries? That doesn't seem sexy to me.
Me either.
It's not.
I'm like, you're gonna feed me fruit?
I mean,
what?
Don't even get me started on fruit.
That's supposed to be sexy? I mean, let's just start with the cheesecake first.
Cheesecake?
Like,
do you find being fed anything sexy?
No, not really. But definitely not fruit.
Here, eat this.
Remember that Charlie Sheen movie?
And you can't see it.
What's that Charlie Sheen movie when he like Hot Shot, when he like cooks the bacon on her and the eggs?
Oh yeah.
That's what's like gross.
Anyway, what is your favorite part?
No, I'm saying my favorite part was the whole thing was narrated by Joe. And Joe is my favorite person on this episode. And anything that comes out of Joe's mouth.
Joe?
Yeah, which
Joe, the Asian guy.
Oh,
he was
so funny.
Showing.
Great showing. He was my favorite part of this entire episode.
Joe was fantastic this episode.
He was a big part of the wrestling. His humor really came out with the wrestling.
His humor is so funny.
And you know what? We haven't had a lot of Asian representation on the show, and I hope Joe goes really far because he seems like a real delight. The self-awareness,
he's very funny.
The self-deprecating humor, great timing. Yeah. Good-looking guy.
And he's an anesthesiologist. Come on.
Is
he? Yeah.
Money for days.
Real jobs on this show.
He's a cat.
It turns out, and then Ed, the healthcare salesman, Bennett just dropped. I still hate Ed. That apparently he had a perfect score in his ACT. We got some real brainiacs.
Yeah.
And his math. Yeah.
Well, Bennett doesn't know how to do math, but Ed might still be able to.
They said one of them was a college basketball player.
That's Brandon. Let
me see. Brendan.
I'm a big Brandon fan.
That was Joe.
Oh, okay.
Joe was saying that. He was like, I'm sitting here wrestling against NFL players, collegiate basketball players.
They showed Brandon. I mean, he looks like he could be a basketball
player. Like a point
kind of
guard,
lean,
maybe.
Lean point guard. He looks like he does have some hops.
That's right.
Some hops.
Oh,
He kind of surprised me this episode, Brendan.
How so?
Because they had I never really thought much about him. He just seemed kind of scrawny. And then he had the one-on-one with Tayshia.
Yeah.
And they really connected.
Do you need great jewelry in your life? I know I do. Well, Majory makes fine jewelry for everybody. Fairly priced, handcrafted, ethically sourced, and made to last. Pieces are minus traditional markups. Traditional jewelers launch seasonal releases. Majory does limited edition drops every Monday of the year. They make Mondays great.
I'm wearing one right now. I'm wearing my necklace. It's Majory.
Golden gifts are all about the meaning. Literally, what gifts hold more meaning than the one with their name on it?
Now you can personalize everything at Majory. Get creative, get funny, or just go straight to the point, because you can get it monogrammed or engraved pieces that spell it out for you, especially for the holidays. So that's fun.
Personalized, monogrammed, or engraved pieces. That's right. That spell it out for you. Hey, their 14 karat gold doesn't oxidize. What a win.
She'll never experience grief fingers.
So make Mondays exciting. Visit mayjury.com/VIALL for 10% off your order. That's mayjury.com/VIALL for 10% off your order. Mayjury creates fine jewelry without traditional markups. Fairly priced, handcrafted, ethically sourced, and made to last. Making Mondays great. Everything from 14K solid gold staples to sterling silver, pearls, diamonds, and even wedding bands for you and them.
Look at this beautiful necklace, Nick.
Oh my God. Look at that necklace on Chrissy. She got it from Majory.
I did. They have signs, so this is a Leo, because my dad was a Leo. So that's why I got that. It's nice.
Hey, it's cold. It's cold, baby. And know what you need on your feet? You need the best socks possible.
The best socks.
My sister's staying with me right now, and I was wearing some Bombas socks, and she goes, "Are those Bombas socks?" I said, "They are." She's like, "Aren't they amazing?" I said, "They are." And she said, "Don't they keep your feet warm?" I said, "Well, I live in LA, but she lives in Wisconsin." And she was like, "Oh my God, thank God for my Bombas socks. They're comfortable. They're stylish." Also, a fun fact about their amazing Bombas socks is that not only are you giving someone a gift, if you say like give them Bombas socks for Christmas, you're also donating specially designed pairs to someone in need. Because every pair of socks Bombas sells, they donate a pair to someone experiencing homelessness across the U.S. And since socks are the #1 requested clothing item in the homeless shelters, the generosity of giving Bombas will make a meaningful impact in this holiday season.
Yeah, buy a pair, give a pair.
Nice thing. Thank you, Bombas, and thank you for those people taking care of their feet. Your feet will be thankful, and so will people in need. So, from comfort to kindness and everything in between, Bombas aren't just giveable, they are made to give. Go to bombas.com/VIALL today and get 20% off your purchase during their big holiday sale. November 18th through December 2nd, that's bombas.com/VIALL for 20% off. Bombas.com/VIALL. It's cold. I've always been a Brandon fan.
Yeah.
I feel like I saw it.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
He's good looking but untraditional.
Right.
And I've always I think I like him. I think he can go far.
I liked him too. I just normally you see the beefcakes really front and center.
Well, no one's ever called me a beefcake.
This is how a lesbian watches The Bachelor. He's a beefcake.
Speaking of beefcakes or not, Blake really disappeared this episode.
Blake went to the background. Did.
Yeah, Blake might be done. To come on this strong and be so much part of the storyline, which was more focused on Claire, and to be essentially irrelevant, tells me that he could easily be gone next week.
Yeah.
He might have a reoccurrence.
I thought he might get gone this week.
Well, we had to get rid of 2 guys we've literally never seen before.
Yeah.
And Peter.
It was 2 new guys, and then it was 2 new guys. It was 2 new guys, and
we got rid of Peter and yeah, both of those those were 2 guys that we
2 new guys.
You
Peter
never heard a thing
Montel.
from,
Who else did we
Jay
get?
and Jay.
Got rid of
Jay. Jay had to go because he looks too much like Zach.
And that was confusing.
It was like,
everybody.
For everyone.
So she was like, oh no, what if I picked the wrong one?
Yeah.
It's the same.
Oh my gosh, did you see the meme about Jordan online?
Jordan from Jordan.
Jordan C.
With the glasses.
This guy.
No.
They had a picture of Shamar Moore. Is that how you say his name? It said Shamar Moore and Shamar Less because he looks just like him. But he's the scrawny version.
I'll tell you what. Jordan can wrestle though. Jordan.
Who did he
wrestle?
It's on here.
Those guys are really.
So did we go
physical.
right? So but hold on. But after the Ashley and Jared date, then we had
the rose ceremony.
Those guys went home, and then we had another group date.
And then we had a group date because it started like a new week, right? So then we went back to like another.
There were no one-on-ones this episode.
No, the one-on-one and the second group date will be again next week. So we kind of started a new week.
Yeah, they're really fucking with us.
They're like really running slow. So Tasia had her one-on-one and first group date last week. Then this week it was the second group date and her rose ceremony, and now her first.
Thank you.
Date.
Wait, the Brendan 101 wasn't this week?
That was last week.
That was last week.
Oh,
she just had like a one-on-one interaction with him this week.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because there's the conversation.
Maybe I watched both episodes
That's fine.
yesterday. I don't know.
So Brendan and Jordan wrestled, to answer your question.
Thank you. So the rose ceremony, then we go into the wrestling date, which great.
Yeah.
More
oil them down, baby.
Oil them down. I thought it was great.
Little eye candy for the ladies.
It really put the icing on the cake for how much I hate Ed.
Well, when he was like, Chris, can I speak to you?
Oh, and it was great because he was clearly, listen, props to the cameramen because granted, they have their cameras on everyone. So they're always, whatever facial expressions they're getting. So Ed was clearly, everyone knew this was going to go down. And Ed, being the scrawny little punk that he is, did not expect that the very next day after just poking holes and chasing, that he would have to like wrestle Chasen. And like as far as like athletic competitions that they've done in the show, there's two things that you don't want to have to do if you're trying to pick a fight with someone that is physically down. You don't want to box and you don't want to wrestle.
Right.
And most of the time you play basketball or volleyball or whatever, and Ed's shitting his pants. And what a punk to just wrestle, man.
He's such a punk. My shoulders dislocate. Yeah. They showed him working out that morning before. Did you
the facial expressions?
The facial expressions of Ed. He was so like, good. He was like, oh.
I gotta say, I was not expecting Spencer to call out Ed for having glam muscles.
Glam muscles.
Because I low-key accused Spencer last week of having
glam muscles.
So does that mean like you're all show, but you don't know, like you're not actually strong?
Yeah, you don't really have any core strength. Like you do a lot of arm curls. You don't squat. You don't work again. Like you don't. You do workouts just to it's aesthetically pleasing. Okay. But you're not doing like
pushing
power cleans and snatches.
He's just lifting the weights and doing that stuff.
Your body's like strong. You and you do a lot of forearm exercises and things like that.
He's just building his neck up.
Yeah.
That's all.
So Spencer accused Ed of having glam muscles, which kudos to Spencer for at least maybe it's because he's been accused of it himself. He just paid it forward. But you know what? Spencer held his own. He wrestled easy, and that was they drawed. And so Spencer, I was impressed. I thought I thought Easy would
Easy
smoke
went
him.
versus Joe.
Oh yeah.
Was it?
Spencer was Ben and Easy was Joe.
Spencer was Ben.
Spencer didn't wrestle. I don't think. Did he?
Yeah, Spencer.
Oh, he did.
Ben.
Spencer and Ben.
Yeah, because Ben got his feet cut afterwards.
Oh,
that was a draw.
Oh,
Spencer and Ben were Easy and Joe wrestled, and that was
that's
hilarious.
Right. When
Joe was like, "Oh no."
Well, and Ben's a big guy, and Ben's like a former Marine or Army guy.
Yeah.
And Joe was like, when he was like intimidating talking, he was like, "Yeah, man, you're like a really nice guy."
Yeah,
that was funny.
Either way, I was impressed because I thought Joe was gonna smoke Spencer because I thought Joe was like a guy who's like,
wait, Joe didn't go Spencer.
Ben. What the fuck?
Ben.
See? Who cares?
Ben
names.
Spencer.
Ben. I thought Ben was going to smoke Spencer. And Spencer held his own.
Yeah. It was a draw.
There
but
you
Ben
go.
did cut his feet.
He cut his foot. I would have just like stopped, dropped, and rolled, and just been like, nobody touched me. I would have pulled an Ed. I would have like limped.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have been an instigator all day.
True.
Only to back out.
That's true.
Yeah. What did you think of Noah hopping the fence?
I mean, it clearly worked out for him. Yeah. She was taken back by it.
Did you, as a viewer, take exception with his assertiveness?
I got why the guys were upset with him because he basically inserted himself into their date. But he did need to wrestle somebody.
Yeah.
And I guess Noah didn't even give the guys a chance to have someone wrestle twice. I assumed that was going to happen.
You know the guy I should be mad at?
Who?
Ed.
That's true. They weren't mad at Ed.
Why aren't you mad at Ed? Ed pushed out and had to wrestle. Noah had to come in. They should be like, hey, dude, if you would have just stepped up, we wouldn't have this guy jumping the fence and being one more guy into our group date.
Yeah. Ed could have used that. Imagine if his shoulder was dislocated. She would have gone to his aid.
Yeah.
They would have had extra time together. Yeah.
Ridden in an ambulance together.
It's a miss.
Huge miss on Ed's part. Ed sucks.
But Noah didn't even hesitate. They go, who wants to wrestle him? Noah jumped over the fence. That was pretty slick move on his part.
In general, I thought it was a really poor showing by the OG crew.
Okay.
Because they definitely, they seemed mean girlish, cliquey. They seemed like a bunch of guys in high school.
Right.
You know, like, this is how we do things here at, Team Playa del whatever they're at. You know, like
La Quinta.
This is how we hang. You know, like, you guys are new to this school. Don't be like jumping fences. Like, it's the Bachelorette.
Yeah, it's a competition, guys.
You know, and like when guys use words like, "Oh, that's so disrespectful."
He's not being a gentleman.
Yeah, what the fuck? I fucking hate that.
But smoke show's fine?
What?
Nothing.
Smoke show is totally fine.
It's totally fine. Because you're just complimenting someone.
It's basically saying they're hot.
But you're not getting all righteous. You don't join a reality TV show where you willingly date one person with 30 other guys and then become righteous and talk about manners and being gentlemanly and call people out just because you're too chicken shit to step up and do your part.
Well, the houses do have a tendency to sometimes, like, some of the guys get so focused on the relationships between the guys that they totally don't even think about the girl. They're like trying to be a good bro.
That was huge on Andy's season when I was on, and I in some ways I guess I empathize with the guys because for 2 weeks that's all they had because Claire was all about Dale, and so they just had each other. And so they clearly bonded with each other, but I have no sympathy for that just because I was on the other side.
You were always the guy that was like, I'm here for the girl.
Well, yeah, I mean, on Andy's season it was very bro-y, and then on Caitlin's season I show up late, and obviously like I was, I guess more similar to the Spencer and Noah, but it was like, you want to be mad at me, fine, but don't call me out for not being a gentleman. Yeah. Because like I thought what Noah did was pretty cool. I mean, Tayshia thought it was hot. I mean, because
at the end of the day, the whole thing is you're trying to vie for this person's affection.
Yeah, why wouldn't Noah? Every other guy is probably kicking they're just mad at themselves because they didn't step up. Yeah. Anyone could have been like, I'll wrestle Jason.
But the 25-year-old had to jump
half
over the fence.
Jason size with like, I got this.
Yeah.
So good for
Noah.
In his jeans. A little Top Gun action, you know? You always love a good physical scene in jeans.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was totally Top Gun.
Total Top Gun.
Goose and Maverick.
Yeah.
Volleyball. Come on now. Smoke shows.
So we go... Were you mad about smoke show?
No, I was not.
I've
used the word smoke show many times in my life.
But do you sit there and say, I'm about to change my word and my new word is going to be? That's the part
I'm not saying he looked great.
I don't remember that part.
I barely remember that. That's
I believe
you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was so annoying. I watched it like 3 times because I was like, did he really just say that?
You know what I think it was? I think you were just projecting.
Because he reminds me of somebody?
Yeah.
Digging deep.
That's also a fair statement. I can't even argue with him. Fair statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm moving now though, so it's fine.
So then we go into the cocktail party of and Noah gets the rose.
Yeah.
All the guys are complaining. Ben, I feel Ben got screwed.
Yeah, I did feel bad that he didn't get time with her. She was like, "You should have found me."
Ben told too many people.
It was his fault.
Yeah, Ben told too many people he was going to wait and go last, and they were like, we're just going to end the night.
Yeah. They probably did that on purpose, as you say, manufactured
He
stuff.
told too many people.
Yeah. Too many producers.
He told too many people.
Man, the show, it's like they make a lot of stuff up.
I mean, he did a whole interview about it. His plan, why he planned it. So of course everybody knew.
He's going to have a cocktail with her, and I don't even remember the plan. It sounded boring to me.
Ben's plan?
Yeah, it sounded boring. I was like, just go talk to her.
Drink. I'm maybe the last one in her mind.
If you can't tell, Ben is Tasha's Dale from Ben's perspective. Ben's he's in.
Yeah, he's
obsessed. But I do think Tasha really likes Ben.
Do those one-on-ones last a lot longer than the shows? Like, on
most their whole day. Yeah.
Oh, but I mean, so like when
you mean the cocktail party one-on-ones, right?
No, like from the group date, like that night when they were. Is it like it's not like 2 minutes, right? It's like 30 or something.
Well, it might. Depends.
Yeah.
Right. It might be. It could be 20 minutes. It could be 2 minutes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't know because all the editing, guys.
And sometimes when it's 20 minutes. That's when you hear. Then sometimes they'll let you know, right? But they've been gone forever,
Right.
And then so and so like grabs them and talks to them for 30 seconds, and then the guy who talked for the person for 20 minutes comes back and be like, "Can I just get more time?"
Yeah. It's like speed dating.
And then everyone gets mad. Tasha had Noah shave his mustache.
That was a good call.
And then Noah had to let Tasha know that he did.
Yeah.
Or he was going to. No, she asked.
Yeah.
So he finds the clippers, and then he interrupted another guy.
I did feel bad he interrupted. I forgot who it was.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I feel bad for the guys not getting time.
Yeah.
How they handle it, and then going back. Like, it's always the same thing. You go back, you whine to your friends.
Yeah.
And get all your friends to like feel bad for you and say how like everyone's being mean and it's not respectful and I'm like, all right, you could have just done that.
That's true. Good point, Nick.
I got zero sympathy for those whiny people who whine to their friends.
I know.
It really seemed like a very high school theme tonight.
I would never be good at the show because I would be the person that's like, excuse me, if you have like 2 minutes at some point tonight, let me know. I'd be great to chat with you. Okay, thanks. I would not.
And then if someone interrupted you,
I'd be like, sure. Yep. The floor is yours. I would not be good at this. You have to be like a more aggressive in these situations. I think the nice guys. Like the meek guys, this is a better word, tend to fall by the wayside.
Meek guys will definitely fall by the wayside. But yeah, you don't have to be mean. Like I feel like Noah's a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, I like Noah. I was fine with his actions.
Spencer gives me a little more red flags from last episode. But who knows?
He definitely came in guns a-blazing. That's probably why.
Which and I'll reserve the right for future judgment on Spencer. I came at him a little hard last week. Seemed fine. Kind of a no-show this episode other than some wrestling. Do you have some favorites that you're rooting for now that we've gotten to know some of these guys?
Let's see. I definitely like Joe a lot.
I love Joe.
He's such a fun guy. I like Brendan as well. And I like Easy. I want to see her going on one-on-one with Easy.
Yeah.
I don't think Easy. I think if Easy gets a one-on-one, he goes home on the one-on-one.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I just don't want to sit around waiting for a Chase and Ed 2-on-1.
Oh, I know.
Chrissy.
Which is inevitable. That's always inevitable.
Inevitable.
That's so
Let's take the two people that hate each other.
It is, but you know what? I'm fine with that. Would you rather watch a Chasen and Ed 2-on-1, or
I'd rather like a Spencer and a Noah 2-on-1.
Spencer and Noah? I mean, okay,
seems like a fair fight.
So next episode, they open it up. Spencer and Noah 2-on-1. We barely know anything about them. That she likes them both, and we want to immediately make her decide between the two.
Yeah, I would love that.
Wait,
but where's the drama? What's the compelling story there? What would you love about that?
I don't know. I just think they're fairly matched. Everyone thinks they're kind of douchey. I want like an even fight. I don't want this like we're gonna do the 2-on-1 with Chasen and Ed. It's predictable. Here it comes. Chasen wins because like there's something about him, and Ed looks with like is gonna go home. That's just how it's gonna be. Like
that's absolutely how it will happen.
How it would happen, and I would.
And
just
they hand him that baby.
At least with two people I don't know what's gonna happen, and that is more exciting.
Yeah, but it's also boring.
Yeah, we don't want boring.
I mean,
don't want predictable.
They'll be well behaved for the most part, or they'll like be like, all right, I guess I got to compete with you because we're on this date, but there will be no real like, hey, it's like,
yeah, but they both have like a little bit of douche in them, so I think maybe
I get it.
Do it.
It's only interesting if they love each other or hate each other.
Yeah,
if they're like two best friends, like two people who are like, hey man, I love you, man.
I love you,
like
man.
They bro out, and they're like, no matter what happens, we're gonna be best friends.
No matter what happens,
like we'll be best friends.
I know neither of us are gonna get picked in the end, but we'll be roommates in Venice.
Yeah. Then it's interesting.
In Nick's old apartment.
But yeah, I would be shocked if that doesn't happen, and it probably will happen soon because there's no way she's into Ed.
Yeah, no way.
No way.
No way.
I don't even think she's kissed him.
I don't think so.
And I mean,
she can't even sit on the couch close to him.
I don't know.
Hands or anything.
I don't know if any guy. I mean, like a guy, obviously, and a baby is a nice combination. It's an attractive look. But like holding a fake baby might look stupid on any guy, but it looks real dumb on Ed.
Yeah,
he has got that like sleepy face a little bit, like the bedroom eyes. That like kind of like like the.
He just has that punk face of like, he's just a punk.
He's got a punk face.
He's a punk.
If he's listening right now,
I don't care. I hate him.
Oh, the doubling down right
it's a
there.
Strong person.
I just don't like. I mean, it's not editing, right? It's a guy who is really insecure and chose to like go after someone. He just mean girl. Like he decided he's a 36-year-old guy. He started to act like a 14-year-old.
Well, by the end of the episode, he decided to change from Chasen, and then he started going after Noah, right?
Yeah, he's just a punk.
He just want to find somebody else to make fun of.
You know?
Yeah, he has no shot, and he decided to just be a punk. Can't stand him.
And I think he even said he was going to call Noah out the next day. Mm-hmm. He was like, tomorrow, my plan is to call Noah out.
Get ready, y'all.
And he thinks he looks good doing it, but he's just
As Bennett laughs in the corner about SAT scores.
I was really disappointed. I was really disappointed in Bennett this episode. I liked Bennett up until this episode.
He was being a little snobby.
He's like a poor man's Pierce Brosnan.
With a lot of shoes.
Well, here's the thing. I think up until this point, I thought Bennett was in on the joke.
Uh-huh.
Like, I thought he was pretty self-aware of this character he was playing. Mm-hmm. But now I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if he realized he is the joke.
Right.
As rather being in on the joke.
Yeah.
And up until this point, I thought he was in on the joke. And now with the whole way he acted this episode, I was like, oh, maybe you are serious.
Right. Yeah. He definitely acted that way. You guys, I don't know.
Who else do you like? What do you think about Ben?
I liked Ivan.
Ivan. I love Ivan.
Ivan was really cool, and he seems really into Tasha. Ben. Which one's Ben?
Ben is the one who's in love with Tasha.
I like Ben. He's being a little thirsty.
He got a little.
I need him to
whiny
simmer
at the
down.
end. Yeah.
You know?
I don't like when he was part of that group of, he's like the nice righteous.
Yeah. He'll be the one in like 2 episodes that's like, I don't think that guy's here for the right reason. You know, there's always like 6 of those.
Yeah.
To be specific.
There were like 6 of them this episode.
Yeah. they're not here for the right reason. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Everyone, who doesn't have some ulterior motives when you're signing up on a TV show?
I think that's why I hated that part of this episode.
Yeah.
Because this is a world where like all you have to do is throw out an accusation. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if there's anything behind it. You just have to get someone on the defensive.
Yeah. And then you're like, well, yeah, I mean, I'm on a TV show. I want to find love, but also if I get 30,000 new Instagram followers in the process, great.
Yeah.
Like that's just part of the thing.
And I'm fine with that. I really hate it when people use that on other people.
Yeah,
when they're there for the same damn thing.
Exactly. Like what's Ed's motives are different than Chasen's?
None.
Doubtful.
I would argue that Chasen is more serious about Claire and Tayshia because he actually has a shot.
Right.
And he's like, I don't know. I could get to know Claire. I could get to know Tayshia, and I barely know any of them, and they're both, beautiful women, and we'll see where it goes. Ed, knows he doesn't have a shot,
right, and
he's deciding to be a punk instead of someone who's just like, hey, listen, I'm out of my league here.
I did enjoy the guys' attempt to sound brokenhearted over Claire. I'm like, last week? They were like, I don't know if I can get over Claire. I'm like, you were around her for 2 weeks.
What, Jason?
And she paid no attention to y'all.
Did you buy Jason?
No. The one that left?
Yeah.
No.
Well, why do you think he left?
I don't think he was into Tayshia.
Okay.
I don't think that he fell in love head over heels with Claire. In what, a week and a half? How long was she with him?
I was shocked when he just kept repeating that he was in love with Claire.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way. And all those guys acted heartbroken, which I'm sure she's a lovely gal, but it wasn't enough time to I don't know if I can love again, Come on. Nobody's heartbroken after a week and a half. But
he bared his soul, Fortune.
I think he was just like, yeah, I know.
I think that show really. Jason has some layers going on, and they fucked
Shrek.
They fucked him up emotionally, and I think he's processing that date. Yeah,
yeah.
He's an onion with layers.
He's an onion with layers.
I don't know.
What do you think of Zach C?
Well, let me look at the
36-year-old
addiction specialist.
She was into him, but
he's clearly
I wasn't feeling him.
I didn't say he's dadding the other guys.
I didn't dislike him. It was almost like he was non-existent, and then he talked to her for 2 minutes, and then she was like, "I feel like you're so wise," and I was like, "Oh, what did I miss something?" I mean, clearly there was conversations that we didn't see.
He seems to be a level-headed guy.
Yeah, but we hadn't really seen or heard of any of him at all. You know what I mean? And
has he been? Because he's been on some dates. He was there to console Jason.
Maybe
he hasn't really.
Maybe
he's just been kind of
trying to help with the Ed Chasen situation.
But it was very hey, he literally was like, hey guys, just let's just move on.
But Fortune's right. He hasn't really had his own moment.
No. So for her to be like, I feel like you're so much wiser than everyone. I'm like, I'm just gonna have to go on what she's telling us because we haven't had enough time with him.
The penny moment, that was his moment. That's his biggest moment. When he was sitting at the fountain with her and they're throwing the pennies, wasn't that?
Oh, that was him.
Claire or Tayshia?
Tayshia.
Okay.
Where he said something I don't know, something romantic.
Pennies make wishes?
We'll come back. We'll come back and get our pennies.
Oh, yeah, we'll come back and
hopefully they'll be true.
Yeah, our dreams will come true.
How are you feeling about Tayshia? Were you excited about
I like Tayshia. I thought it's at least very a much more fun show to watch now.
Yes.
Because it's the show that we know and love. You want to see a bunch of hot people trying to find love. You don't want to already have seen it happen week 2. You want to see the journey of it.
Yeah, I totally agree. And we're making some educated guesses here, but we really have no idea.
Well, the best Bachelorette seasons are when you're getting to the finals and you really don't know who they're going to pick.
Yeah.
You don't want to be like, oh, it's definitely so and so.
And so far, I mean, granted, it's only been 2 weeks. I mean, my guess, if I had to guess, I'm going to do this every week, but What's your guess right now for top 4?
Because I was gonna add to what I was saying that the reason why you don't want to know who they're picking is because the best part is when the Bachelorette is like, I don't know who I'm gonna spend my life with. Literally the night before they're supposed to propose. And they're just like, this is the biggest decision of my life. I love them both. How am I going to choose? And then the next day they're getting married, getting proposed to. Anyway, sorry. I'm on a rant. Who do I think the top 4? I think Spencer is going to be in that.
Good pick, yeah.
I think... I think Noah's too young. I think maybe Ivan could be in that top 4.
Good pick.
I'm gonna say Jason.
Okay.
Could be in that top 4 because she likes those preppy, good-looking guys, and he's from near the area that she grew up in, or is from. And then one more guy. Yeah.
This is her pick.
Yeah, I'm going to say Ben.
Okay. That's great.
Actually, no. I take Ben back. Ben's going home. Brendan.
Well, Ben's definitely in my top 4. But right now, if I had to pick, I'm going to say Ben.
Ben's not going the distance.
You don't think so?
He'll go top 5. Top 5. Then he goes home.
I'm going to go Ben.
Okay.
I'm going to say Zach C, only because the season trailer, which you should never trust, made it seem
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say Zach C.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Ben. I'm gonna say Ivan, and I'm going to say Spencer.
Okay.
And that's tough because I agree that I could see Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
I want it. I can make a strong case for Brandon.
Yeah.
Brendan.
Whatever.
Brendan.
I think you're right about Noah, but that wouldn't blow my mind if Noah made top 4.
Yeah, he's silly like and, John Paul.
He's got 11.
Is that his name?
Who?
JPJ.
JP. They have a similar vibe.
Yeah. He's got 10 siblings, so that's another fun hometown.
Yeah.
I could see him being like the 4th. Bring him to hometown and have a fun hometown and send him home because he is too young.
Right.
Yeah. It's a great mystery, which makes me super invested and super.
I'm invested.
Super interested. Any final thoughts on this episode or the season in general, Fortune?
I think I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the season. I was not sure how I was feeling about this season, with Claire, and I was all like, "Well, there goes my, what is it, Tuesday night fun in quarantine? What else you got to do?"
Yeah.
But now I'm looking forward to it. I think Tayshia will keep smooching a lot of guys. I think we're gonna see a lot of bikinis. Her in bikinis, a lot of shirtless dates coming up, which we know the audience loves.
I know.
A lot more smoke shows.
More smoke shows.
No, I think she's going to have a hard time choosing.
I think she will too.
I think she's gonna fall for like the top 4 pretty hard.
I think overall it seems like a nice group of guys. No one's necessarily, you don't like these guys compared to what?
I'm not impressed by these.
I don't think she's gonna.
Compared to other seasons, I think they're as good as any.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I just feel like they've been around for a long time. Is that weird that I feel that way? Like they've been around for a while?
What do you mean?
I guess I disagree.
What does that mean?
I mean, there's like a couple that I'm like, I just find them all.
I think she'll end up getting engaged. Whether or not it's her forever person, I'm doubtful about that.
I mean, she's dealing with less time.
Right.
I mean, she's literally, I don't know I'm curious about that. Like from when she showed up to when the end is 4 weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah, unless they give her a couple extra episodes, because what else is on TV right now? Let's just just extend it out, guys. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah, Great question. Will Tayshia find love?
Yeah. Will she find love?
I think you're right, though, because there's less time and things are crammed in. It will be a detriment to Tayshia, but a gift to the audience because, she's going to be forced to make decisions with a lot less time, and she probably will be more confused, and you will get as you just...
Oh, my God, who do I choose? Who am I going to propose to tomorrow? It's insane.
You're going to get that.
It's insane when you think about it.
I feel strong that we'll get that this season as a result of how things played out.
Oh, man, it's like Ben's season when he told them the last two girls he loved them both. I'm like, oh, my God, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Sure you can.
She's gonna probably do that. Yeah.
But look what happened. JoJo left and went on to find somebody awesome, and
it all worked out.
It didn't work out for him, but now it did.
Now he's engaged.
Yeah.
So there you go.
All right. Well, fortune.
So telling people you love them, questionable.
Who am I gonna get proposed to from tomorrow? That's insane, but that's why we love the show.
Yeah.
Do you like Paradise or The Bachelor? I feel like you would like The Bachelor more then, as a result of the insaneness.
I do like The Bachelor more, but I still tune into The Bachelor in Paradise. It's just a lot of laying around and drinking and boning.
Yeah.
Not as much boning as you would think, but...
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, it happens.
I feel like the producers on Paradise, I don't know if they're the same producers, but I feel like they're extra awesome.
The same.
They are the same?
Yeah.
Some of the things they do on Paradise is brilliant.
Well, it's kind of their comedy show, so they have a little more freedom. Like, there's way more of a structure and a playbook with The Bachelor and Bachelorette.
Yeah. Right. The Paradise stuff is great.
It's sillier.
That Ashley and Jared stuff that time was amazing.
Just seeing her cry all the time was pretty hilarious.
You were engaged to her, so we're going to make you come and stand outside a window and watch her get engaged to the other guy. So fucked up. But also... Great television.
And that's why we love these shows.
Yeah. What a gift. Fortune, congratulations on everything going on in your world. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Fortune Feimster.
And it's okay. And you're there. Followers. And you're there for the right reasons.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram at Fortune Feimster. I have my Netflix special, Sweet and Salty.
Super funny.
Check that out. And I have a podcast called Sincerely Fortunate. I'm making Nick do that.
I'm happily doing it.
There you go. All that good stuff.
Great. Well, congratulations on everything, and thanks so much for being a part of this.
Thank you.
Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for our 200th episode.
Yay!
What?
Justin Long will be our guest, who's also a big Bachelor fan, and I'll probably have to talk to him about The Bachelor, amongst other things that I would love to ask him about. And it will be a super fun and super awesome episode. Thanks for sticking with us for 199 episodes. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get to 300.
Mm-hmm. You will. You will.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.